Okay, I
between the Middleton Cardinals and the Sun Prairie Cardinals. The Big Conference Member Schools welcoming sportsmanship and education-based events are priority. With spectator-based departments like the sports and toys, the participants, coaches, and networkers and game officials. With all the players and players coast to coast, and assistant officiating. To
Good evening from Sun Prairie High School. Time for the Prep Mania Game of the Week on TVW and Channel3000.com. It's girls basketball in the Big 8 Conference tonight as the Middleton Cardinals visit the Sun Prairie Cardinals. And this is one big game as we approach the end of the regular season in girls high school basketball. Sun Prairie 13-2 in the Big 8 Conference. Middleton 14-2. Bill Brophy, Jay Wilson with you from Sun Prairie High School. And Brof, it's all on the line tonight.
Yeah, whenever these schools play anything, if they're playing for a stick of gum, it's going to be competitive. But the winner tonight knows they're going to have a share of the Big 8 title. It's no worse than a share of the Big 8 title. They definitely be in the driver's seat. They played in early January. Sun Prairie won that night by 5. But Sun Prairie's playing their best basketball for that guy, Jeff Kine, the veteran coach who's been in a lot of big games over the years. They've won 7 in a row and forged into first place after they kicked the heck out of Beloit the other night. And they're catching a Sun Prairie team that's also playing well. They had a 9-game winning streak snapped last Friday when East beat them in overtime to set up really this winner-take-all game. There's one game left in the Big 8 schedule after tonight, but obviously the winner tonight is in the driver's seat.
There you see the Middleton Cardinals wearing their black road uniforms tonight. They've won their last 7 games. 15-5 overall on the season. Sun Prairie in the home whites. There you see Jazz Seymour. She'll be jumping center for the home team, Sun Prairie. Middleton has a decided height advantage tonight. And we'll see how Sun Prairie deals with that. Satori Tannen wins the tip for Middleton, and the Cardinals of Middleton will have possession first. Looking inside, and that's out of bounds. It'll go to Sun Prairie. Satori Tannen is Middleton's leading scorer, 13 points a game. She also has an average of 11.2 rebounds a game. She's a heck of an athlete.
That's 6th in the state tournament last year in the high jump. So, yeah, she's athletic as all get out. And been noticed in triple jump to the state last year, but she's been noticed by D1 schools.
And Bailey Lutz drives to the basket for the first points of the night for Sun Prairie. Lutz averages 8 per game. Now let's see if Middleton has the answer. Tannen got it. Satori Tannen with her first bucket tonight. And there's a basket at Ashley Ray for Sun Prairie to put the Cardinals back up 2. Sun Prairie averages 59.9 points a game. Middleton averages 58.8, so very similar. That's a foul on Bailey Lutz. That's her first foul in our game. And to the free throw line, it's Karina Bursack for Middleton. Bursack had a season-high 18 points at Beloit Memorial Monday night. Someone was telling me how they were battling that snow Monday as it started late in the afternoon, and they kind of raced the JV game and got the varsity game going, and boy, they were out of there in no time flat. Everybody made it back from all accounts safely.
Well, ADs are running out of dates for makeup games, so they tried to get that in and did.
Yep. Looking inside, ball tipped away, but they still get it to Seymour. Her shot's a little long, and the rebound goes to Middleton. See if the Cardinals look to run. Charlotte Dunn kicks it out to Tannen. Now baseline move, Tannen a little long. Tip the rebound to her teammate Kendall Rocky. Here's a long shot from Dunn that misses. There's Middleton crashing the boards. Tannen on the floor. And a well-called timeout will retain possession for Middleton.
Well, you talk about how they crashed the boards. You also talked about their size advantage. On the year, Middleton has out-rebounded their opponents 721 to 183.
Come again?
I did a double take, triple take, looking at the stats.
Wow.
721 to 183, and particularly on the offensive board are the Cardinals sound, and you saw it there on the preceding sequence, and as you said, a well-advised timeout in this tying game.
You see the young lady just sitting on the bench there with the black jacket on. That's Elle Moore for Sun Prairie. She was expecting to have a big senior season. You see her on the bench. She's the one wearing the black jacket. She tore her ACL and her meniscus in summer basketball, tried to recover. They were hopeful that she would be able to come back for maybe the final week of the regular season in the tournament, but 6 weeks outside of surgery just wasn't enough, and Elle Moore basically found out yesterday that she wasn't going to be able to return this season, so she's cheering as best she can for the bench. There's Satori Tannen with another basket, and Middleton's in front.
Got another offensive rebound.
And that one missed in Tannen. Gets that rebound for the Cardinals. Tannen had a 21-rebound game against Madison Memorial earlier this season. 14 of those 21 offensive rebounds. So Sun Prairie gets it back now. Here's Lutz, right wing. That's a little far from Ashley Ray, but she retrieves it. Here's Grace Hilber. She makes Sun Prairie go 13.5 points a game and gives Seymour the basket and a foul. Jazz Seymour ties it and can put Sun Prairie up with a free throw.
Seymour, a pretty good complimentary player to Hilber, who's going to play D2 basketball next year. But there's the pass into Seymour, and Jazz, who's averaging 10.8 a game, gets her first bucket of the night to tie the game.
Hannah Flottmeyer with the personal foul. Seymour misses the free throw. First free throw attempt for Sun Prairie tonight, so it remains 6-6. Good help there by Seymour on defense, and she's able to tie up Charlotte Dunn, and that'll be alternate possession to Sun Prairie. Jeff Kind in his 26th season as head coach, inducted into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame last year.
He gave him new specs with that induction.
Yeah. He's closing in on 600 wins in his career at Middleton and Cuba City. Alexis Baker, 15, had it for a moment. Now Hilber in the corner, looks for a cutter, finds Baker. That's a nice kick out and a three from Lutz. That's going to be short. Hilber tried to save it back, but it was on the end line. There's John Olson, his 9th season as head coach here in Sun Prairie. Graduate of Madison East and the University of Wisconsin. He was a longtime boys sophomore coach here at Sun Prairie, 18 seasons. Head coach at Ryle for a time. First time he's coached girls basketball. Boy, he has done a fantastic job. Now here's Middleton. On the drive, it's Evie Coleman, and she draws the foul. Ashley Ray gets the personal, her first.
Yeah, Sun Prairie won the Big 8 championship a year ago. They shared the title with Middleton 2 years ago.
And that title 2 years ago was the first for girls basketball in Sun Prairie in 20 years. That's Evie Coleman with the miss. John wanted to say hi to his sister Vicky. Vicky and Ron Montgomery watching us tonight in Orcas Island, Washington, near Seattle. Good to have them on board. Coleman makes the second to put Middleton in front, 7-6. First time these two teams played was in Middleton, and it was Sun Prairie winning it 48-43. I asked Jeff Kind what didn't go right for your team that night. He said we missed about 25 layups. So he said we look to finish a little better tonight. Well, you look at Middleton; they are long, aren't they?
They really are, and they rebound well.
There's Hilbert trying to find an opening. Nice pass looking for Ashley Ray, and it's stolen away. That's Kendall Rocky for Middleton. Now here's Tannen. Nice drop inside for Rocky, but she's tied up. And the possession will go to Middleton.
This defensive play by Seymour to thwart the inside play by Middleton.
Inbound to Bursack. Here's Tannen in the lane. Now they'll kick it to the wing. 3-point attempt. Rims out. Let's see if Sun Prairie can get a rebound. They do. Nicely done. That was Ashley Ray who went to the floor to get the ball. Here's Hilbert. 3-point by Lutz. That's a two. It's a two for Lutz. Her second basket tonight. And Sun Prairie, in this back and forth game early, goes in front, 8-7. Here's Coleman. Strong move to the lane and has it blocked. Got it back. That shot missed and out of bounds it goes. Off of Bursack, it'll go to Sun Prairie.
Ashley Ray with the block. Then the turnover. Sun Prairie prides itself on its defense. It won 9 in a row, like we told you, before losing the East. In that winning streak, there was only twice when they'd given up more than 20 points in the first half.
Wow. A defensive average of 44 points a game for Sun Prairie. Grace Radland in for Sun Prairie. She has the ball, number 12. Radland, a 5'9" sophomore. Working against Satori Tannen. Along the baseline is Lutz. Let's see if Hilbert can get going here. Hasn't had a shot attempt yet. Got that one. Got the rebound, though. Here's a long shot attempt that's missing by Alexis Baker. And coming away with it is Middleton. Coleman looked to feed the post and knocked out of bounds, and it was off of Flottmeyer back to Sun Prairie. Hannah Flottmeyer, season high 23 points against Janesville Craig. She's had 13 games in double figures this year, looking for her first points early on tonight.
Flottmeyer's been around.
Oh, nice entry pass to Seymour, who finishes. 4 points for Jazz Seymour. It's a 10-7 Sun Prairie lead. Little skip pass to the near corner. Now here's Tannen. She'll hand off to Bursack. Things pretty tight at that interior for Middleton. Flottmeyer missed. Tannen offensive rebound. Tannen put back too long. Seymour with a rebound. Hilbert almost got off the shot, but instead kicks it to the wing where Lutz hits three.
Heads up play by Hilbert there, who was aware that the girl was open in the corner, and Lutz off to a good start with 7 points.
Yeah, averaging 8 is Bailey Lutz. There's a perfect three-pointer.
After a nice feed by Hilbert.
Well, I know we mentioned that Hilbert is 13.5 points a game, hasn't scored yet, but she looks like she's one of those players that lets the game come to her. I mean, she almost got off a shot, but found Lutz on the wing and got the assist, and she'll take that every time she can. Now here's Bursack, fouled on the way to the basket. Sun Prairie suddenly opened up a 6-point lead.
Middleton has gone cold. And as you suggested, both these teams averaging almost 60 points a game, but the first time when they met, it was a low-scoring game. Sun Prairie escaped with a 48-43 win.
Sophomore Ashley Ray returns for Sun Prairie. It's a very young Sun Prairie lineup. Hilber's a senior. Al Moore, who's injured, is a senior. Alexis Baker is a senior. For a while, Baker was injured with an ankle. She missed 7 games. John Olson started 4 sophomores for 7 games. But he's never shied away from playing youngsters, including freshmen. It's paid off. Bursack, by the way, now 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Hilber inbounds to Seymour.
41.
John Olson wants a little more movement of the basketball on offense. Let's see if he gets it. Here's Hilber to Lutz. Drop it in for Seymour and tipped away. Josie Lemoran comes away with it. There's a long shot attempt, missing by Dunn. Long offensive rebound for Middleton. Into the lane, blocked by Seymour. I tell you, Jazz Seymour is the tallest player for Sun Prairie, and she's doing a heck of a job. There's Hilber for 3. Well, patience pays off for Grace Hilber. That time she took the 3 and made it. 16-9 Sun Prairie. Foul. Sun Prairie. It's going to be Seymour, her first.
Sun Prairie foul number 34, Jazz Seymour, first, team 5th. At the line for Middleton, Hannah Flatmeyer.
Here's look at Seymour's foul as Flatmeyer goes up to the hoop.
So Seymour's first personal. Flatmeyer drops the free throw in for her first point. Middleton off to a good start from the free throw line.
Just about to say, Middleton's free throw shooting is keeping him in the game.
Yeah. 6 out of 7 so far. 6 of their 10 points. And on cue, Flatmeyer misses. Flatmeyer is only a 52% free throw shooter on the year, so 1 out of 2 statistically makes sense.
Get it off of there.
Maddie Stry is in for Sun Prairie, number 25.
Run it high. Get higher. Get higher.
Now this is Baker handing back to Stry. Stry name has been a good one for Sun Prairie Athletics.
Their brother Marty, one of the key players a year ago on Sun Prairie's football team, were the runners-up in D1 in the state.
Walked on to the UW football program. That's a foul on Josie Lemoran for bench warning against Middleton. We're going to get one more substitution in here. There's Jeff Kine, looking pretty calm. So,
veteran officiating crew not going to take any guff from either coach. Apparently, again, Kine's been around and intimidates some officials, but not these guys.
So Sun Prairie with possession, up 6. Sun Prairie with about 7 passes already on this possession. There's number 8. And Radlin will just patiently pull it out. And looking inside and stolen away by Middleton. That was Tannen on the steal. Travel. Grace Hilber back in for Sun Prairie. She's been feeling a little under the weather this week. So don't be surprised if she gets maybe a few more breaks than usual, but she's in there. Has 3 points, has a couple of assists already, and looks in pretty good shape, all things considered. They need Hilber on the floor. Here's Hilber. That 3 rims out. Long rebound, and who's going to get it? Boy, there's some great hustle. That's Ashley Ray going to the floor, but she was on the end the sideline. That'll go back to Middleton.
I think they need Seymour on the floor, too, and Seymour just checked in, but tried to work the ball inside to Seymour tonight and been fairly effective doing so. When she hasn't been on the floor, their offense been a little stagnant.
I guess that was a travel on Rain, not a sideline violation. First half's moving right along. We're down to 7:35. Oh, and there's a sloppy turnover. The pass over the head of Charlotte Dunn.
Middleton has not had a field goal in about 8 minutes.
Wow.
Tannen had 2 field goals early, and since then Middleton has only scored from the free throw line. That's a credit to the Sun Prairie defense.
Boy, it sure is. Seymour drops it for Ray. Now Hilber. Look at that little crossover move. Inside, left hand, good for Ray. Well, that's a good possession for Sun Prairie. Lead is 8. And near steal there, but getting it back is Coleman. Now to the lane. Wild shot misses, and Hilber comes away with it. They get it right back in the hands of their senior point guard. Here's a 3 from the corner. Baker missed. Oh, that would have really been big for Sun Prairie. That goes.
I think would have got the crowd into it as well.
Yeah. Inside, and a miss, but a foul. Flottmeyer will go to the free throw line. If that's another one on Seymour, it is. It's their second. Well, little foul trouble for the inside presence for Sun Prairie. Game like this, Seymour is very, very important on the inside against that tall Middleton team. Here's Flottmeyer. Now 1 of 3 from the line tonight.
Coach Olson not going to take any chances and get Seymour out of the game with the 2 fouls, and 6:21 to go in the half.
Hannah Flottmeyer is in her 4th year on varsity basketball. She made varsity volleyball team as a freshman and led the Big 8 in blocks. She'll take a breather after hitting 1 of 2 free throws. So Middleton still looking for that field goal that stops the drought.
Yeah, thankfully they're 7 of 10 from the free throw line.
Ray swings it to Hilber. Hilber gets to the baseline and has her shot blocked. That was Coleman coming to help defensively for Middleton. Tannen at the post, she's fouled. That's going to be the first on Alexis Baker, the senior guard for Sun Prairie. Now Sun Prairie is doing all they can to provide help when that entry pass comes in. Here's Tannen, a 1-and-1, 7th team foul, and that misses. Tannen only a 40% free throw shooter this season. Beautiful cut, beautiful feed, and it's a basket for Stride. 9-point lead for Sun Prairie.
Biggest of the night.
Wow, how did that go in? Tannen made it. I don't think she even saw the rim.
She's the only one to score a field goal tonight for Middleton.
Wow, 6 points for Satori Tannen and a steal. Overlay, Tannen offensive rebound. Well, looked like she got tied up, but didn't, and ball deflected back to Stry. Hilber cherry picking at the other end. 22-13. Inside for Tannen in the lane. Jump hook, good. Little jump push. I should say, for Tannen, who's now up to 8 points.
Nice ball movement there for Middleton in that possession.
Satori Tannen was honorable mention all-conference last season when she led Middleton in scoring and rebounding. And there's a good look at a basket for Bailey Lutz. What a half for the 5'9" sophomore.
Lutz with 9 for Sun Prairie. It's already above her game average.
Well, that time, Dunn tried to hit Bursack, but the pass was behind her, and it's another turnover for Middleton.
Yeah. Turnovers and poor shooting have certainly, well, been a real problem for that guy's team. You know, he's frustrated.
I tell you what, Sun Prairie hustles on defense. They aren't the biggest team in the world, especially without Seymour in there, but
they are sticky at defense.
A Middleton player will get it in the block, and another beautiful feed and a wide open basket. That's Alexis Baker.
Yeah, Hilber again with a nice assist.
Middleton needs help getting it in, and it's a 5-second count. My goodness. The Middleton inbounder was left on an island, and the count got to 5. Jeff Kine not happy with that.
Well, again, he's got to be frustrated. His team has committed a lot of turnovers, haven't shot well. And that defense Sun Prairie plays is very frustrating.
Yeah.
But that was a shooting yourself in the foot kind of play.
And another backdoor cut. Wow, the shot is good by Baker again. Boy, a little teardrop from Alexis Baker. It's a 13-point lead for Sun Prairie. That's going to be a foul on Alexis Baker, her second. Sun Prairie won the Big 8 Conference last year outright, 17-1. A 22-3 overall year last year.
They lost a good player in Jada Jansen, who went to Auburn. One of 5 seniors to graduate, and you talked about Moore's injury problem.
One more free throw coming. Rocky goes 1 of 2. 28-16, 3 minutes left, first half. Ball tipped into the backcourt, deflected, so no over and back. Hilber with a long cross-court pass. Here's a long shot from Radlin that misses. And Middleton looks to run with Lemoran.
Baker was open on the baseline, but the pass was tardy.
Swing it to the corner. Three-pointer. Front rim, no. Offensive rebound, no, but a foul. That's Rocky going right back to the free throw line. Maddie Stry gets her first personal for Sun Prairie. First free throw good.
Middleton 9 of 14 shooting free throws tonight. Again, that's keeping them in the game.
Evie Coleman back in for the Cardinals of Middleton. And that one rolls in, so 2 of 2 on that trip. And it's back to a 10-point lead for Sun Prairie. They'd love to get to the halftime locker room with a double-digit lead. Or more. Over 2 minutes will be a long time to hold it, but Sun Prairie doesn't seem to be in any hurry to do much on the offensive possession here. Deflected into the backcourt again. Now Hilbert looks to push. Dropping it in nicely. Stry threw it behind Hilber and out of bounds.
Nowhere near patient enough to hold it for 2 minutes.
Yeah. So a turnover gets it back to Middleton. Lemoran found an opening and banked it in. Remember the Lemerland triplets from a couple years ago? Well, Josie, now a junior, scores her first basket tonight.
And that's the first player besides Tannen to have a field goal for Middleton tonight. Came with a minute and a half left in the half.
Ray's three misses. Battle for the rebound. How did Hilber end up with that? Oh, and she missed the bunny. Oh, goodness. So opportunity knocking for Middleton. Three. Rimming, no. Offensive rebound. Hilber knocked it out. All right, the threes aren't falling for Middleton either.
They haven't hit one yet. Get a bucket in this possession, though. They're back in the game.
Yep. Charlotte Dunn returns to the Middleton lineup. Lob in for Tannen, and she scores. Satori Tannen, the first player to double figures tonight with 10. Shot tipped back to Hilber. She's so good from the free throw line, but boy, that one rimmed out.
Yeah, she liked that one back.
She is very good with that pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Wow, Hilber blocked Flottmeyer, but Flottmeyer stayed with it and scored, and all of a sudden, the lead is down to 4.
9-0 run from Middleton.
Wow. Yep, 28-15 it was. Now it's 28-24. Now Sun Prairie may go for the final shot, but the ball's deflected off Hilber's ankle. It's going to Tannen the other way. Missed the left-handed layup. Battle for the rebound, and is it a foul or a tie-up? It's a tie-up. And it's Sun Prairie's possession. Well, I think Sun Prairie wants to get the heck out of the off the floor into the locker room with that big run by Middleton.
That momentum has definitely changed here in the last 3 minutes of the half.
Hilber, three. Got it. Wow. How about that?
You expect your big players to play big in big games.
Guess they weren't holding it. Middleton answers. Coleman. And Middleton ends up scoring at the other end, and they have a chance at a three-point play. Hilber gets the personal, or first or second, make it. Oh no, this is
it's a technical.
It's a technical. Wow. Okay, so Dunn makes the technical. We go to the halftime, and what a wild series of events to end the half. I was looking down, writing something on my scorebook, and all of a sudden,
I think
Dunn shooting a free throw.
Jay Swanson slammed the towel down in frustration, and they teed up the Sun Prairie assistant coach. Dunn converted the free throw, and all of a sudden, a 13-point lead had evaporated into a 2-point margin at the half.
Wow. So 28-15, Sun Prairie was looking good. But at halftime, the lead is 2. 31-29, Sun Prairie over Middleton. Boy, we'll take a break. Be back with the start of the second half. You're watching the Prep Mania Game of the Week on TBW and Channel3000.com. Welcome back to Sun Prairie High School. We're approaching the start of the second half, and we expected a closely contested game, and we've got exactly that, although for a while it seemed like Sun Prairie might run away with it, but Middleton put on a big burst in the final minutes of the first half to make it a 2-point game, 31-29 Sun Prairie. Bill Brophy, Jay Wilson with you. Great to have you on board tonight. Let's take a look at some of the first half action. Sun Prairie, as we said, got off to a great start, and a lot of it was Bailey Lutz, who made some big plays early for the Cardinals.
Lutz with 9. There you see Lutz hit the one lone 3.
And one more from the outside.
But she was good early. She's already over 8-point-a-game average. Grace Silver's been good all year. She had a couple big threes, got 8 points at the half.
Look at that feed.
And there, she finds Alexis Baker for 2 of Baker's 4 points. Middleton came back late. There's Lemeron to lead the charge. Josie with 2 points in the first half. Middleton went on a 14-3 run after Sun Prairie had taken a 15-point lead, and Middleton very much in the game. And let's correct something. It was not a technical foul at the end of the half. Instead, it was the second foul on Grace Hilber. So both Hilber and Seymour have 2 fouls as we start the second half. And I'm sure everybody in the stands noted Sun Prairie had 9 fouls in the first half. Middleton had but 2.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is both Hilber and Seymour, the 2 leading scorers on the year for the home team, go into the second half, a tight game with 2 fouls.
And that last play, Charlotte Dunn for Middleton made the basket. Hilber fouled Dunn, so they cleared everybody off the free throw lanes because it was the end of the half. So Dunn made the free throw. That made it 31-29, and that's where we are as we begin the second half with Middleton in possession. Big night for Sun Prairie Sports, their hockey team playing tonight as well.
Hosting Wanakee in the tournament playoff.
What a start to the second half as Evie Coleman hits 3, and Middleton has come all the way back, and a turnover, a travel against Sun Prairie.
Again, Sun Prairie led 28-15, about 4 minutes left in the half, and that lead has now evaporated.
Well, Evie Coleman can hit the 3. That's her 33rd 3-point shot made this season, and it gives Middleton its first lead in a long, long time. Tannen left-hander, no. Seymour battles for the rebound. That's going to be a Middleton foul. I think they're going to get Tannen. Yep.
Middleton's only lead of the game prior to this was at 7-6. That's the only time the Middleton Cardinals had the lead in this battle. The Cardinals, there were 3 ties, and against Sun Prairie's biggest lead was at 28-15.
Middleton going zone. They are long and can create some problems. Now Lutz is in a bit of trouble, but finds her teammate Baker, and now stolen away. Everybody wanted to travel. Coleman tries 3, misses, and there's a strong rebound by Ashley Ray for Sun Prairie. Here's Hilber. Swings it inside, overlaid. Baker a little too strong. Back comes Middleton. And the left-handed rolling layup by Karina Bursak. And Middleton's off to a quick start here in the second half.
Bursak has 6. Cannon, the leading scorer for Middleton, with 10.
And a steal for Sun Prairie. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to the Cardinals, the home Cardinals.
Good work by Alexis Baker to come back hard on defense and make the steal.
Sun Prairie hasn't scored here in the second half. 31-29 was our score at intermission. Hilber finds Seymour. Little push hook. No. And Tannen with a pretty easy rebound for Middleton. Coleman thought about 3 but didn't take it. Now into the corner to Dunn. Dunn drops back to Tannen. She'll work the baseline, spinning and travel.
And the winner of this game assures itself at least a share of the Big 8 title. The seeds have already come out for tournament play, which begins Tuesday. Sun Prairie, on the basis of their January win over Middleton, is the top seed in the local sectional. Middleton is the 2 seed. If tournament play goes according to Hoyle, they would play again March 2nd with the trip to the Resch Center in Green Bay on the line.
Here's Lutz from outside, a little strong. Hilbert gets the rebound, and Sun Prairie looks to reset. Cardinals need a basket here.
Haven't scored in the first 2 minutes of the second half.
Hilbert 3. Tough luck there. Tannen. The two 15s battle for the rebound. Then Seymour comes to help and knocks it out of bounds. Middleton basketball. After tonight, Middleton will close out the regular season Saturday when they host Madison La Follette. Sun Prairie after tonight will have 2 home games. They'll host Madison West Saturday and then Verona on Monday. Well, that was a pass to nowhere, and it'll go back to Sun Prairie. Now those first round tournament games next Tuesday, the 19th. Very few first round games. Then Sun Prairie and Middleton will see their first action on Friday, February 22nd. By the way, the sectional semifinals for Middleton and Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie would play in the Middleton sectional semifinal. Middleton would be in the Verona sectional final, and if they do meet in the sectional final, that'd be at Janesville Craig. Batted out of bounds. That was Dunn going high to snuff that pass attempt. More of a volleyball block than anything. Sun Prairie keeps it. Long inbound pass deflected. Seymour then couldn't quite get her bearings and get it up. And Middleton comes back with it.
Middleton's size difference very apparent in that last sequence.
Tannen for 3. What a turnaround. 8 straight to start the second half for Middleton. Looked like that streak would end, but Ray missed the layup. It'll go to Sun Prairie.
This is Tannen's 3 ball to make it a 22-3 run for Middleton, dating back to the last 4 minutes of the first half to now.
Seymour gets the inbound, and then her pass is deflected by Tannen into the hands of Flottmeyer. Skip pass over to Coleman. To Tannen at the post. Missed one. Battles for the rebound, gets it away from Lutz. And now Coleman will kick it to Lemerand. Looking for Flottmeyer, but Lutz is there to steal it and tie it up. Possession to Middleton.
Sun Prairie plays the good defense. They got to get back to the way they were playing defense the first 14 minutes of the game.
Coleman 3, just short. Boy, and look at Tannen hustle to get it back for Middleton. And Lutz bumped to pick up the personal as Coleman tried to make a move to the hoop. First team foul on Sun Prairie second half. That's the first personal foul on Bailey Lutz. That's the second on Lutz. Make it. So Middleton trying to keep this run going. Cut along the baseline. Here's Lemerand 3. That's hitting front iron, and Lutz rebounds for Sun Prairie. And backcourt foul is going to go against E.B. Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman will like that back reaching in. It's only the 4th foul of the game for Middleton.
Second of this half. John Olson's club needs a basket. They haven't scored here in the second half yet. There's a 3 attempt from Hilbert. Back iron, no. And into the hands of Kendall Rocky. Lemoran gets help from Tannen. Drop it into the post to Flatmeyer. And it's tied up. Seymour was there to contest. And it'll be Sun Prairie basketball.
Wonderful defensive play by Jazz Seymour, just a sophomore. We saw her last year out here in a big game, coming off the bench as a ninth grader and dominate. Well, dominate, but certainly was a factor for the eventual Big 8 champs, and she's progressed her game here as a sophomore.
Lutz threw it right to Lemoran. So Sun Prairie still looking for this ice-breaking points in the second half. Again, Middleton comes up with the loose ball, much to the frustration of the Sun Prairie bench. Tannen, little hesitation spin move, and then threw it behind Coleman. That's a turnover on Middleton.
Hilber's basket, a three ball, is the only hoop that Sun Prairie has scored in the last 10 minutes.
Wow, that's a long, long drought. That'll be a 30-second timeout for Sun Prairie. I want to remind you our next Prep Mania game of the week on TVW and channel3000.com is coming up next Tuesday. Boys basketball in the Big 8 Conference. Sun Prairie will be at Madison La Follette. The last time those two teams played, the final score was 105-104 in 2 overtimes. So we expect more of the same next Tuesday night when we continue our Game of the Week series.
Defense has been the theme tonight. Middleton couldn't buy a hoop for much of the first half. Sun Prairie built a 28-15 lead when Middleton scored only 4 first half buckets, but Middleton's got hot, Sun Prairie's gotten cold, and the home team hasn't scored yet here in the second half.
Middleton started the season 1-2, then they won 6 in a row. Then they lost 3 of their next 4, and I don't know if people, wouldn't say they forgot about them, but they kind of were almost laying in the weeds a little bit. But boy, they're on a streak, and they're looking pretty good right now. 37-31 in this one.
Middleton returned 6 of their top 9 scores from a team that went 15-8 a year ago. Finished 3rd in the Big 8. But even though they're relatively young with 9 juniors, they're experienced juniors.
Yeah. Well, their losses were to Verona and Sun Prairie in Big 8 play. There's a turnover. 2-on-1 for Sun Prairie, and a blocking foul is going to send Ashley Ray to the free throw line.
Here's the steal. Ray going hard to the hoop, draws the foul. And Sun Prairie hopes that she can break the 0 for her in the second half. Ray's got 4 points.
And rims out. Ray's a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Sun Prairie has not had a whole lot of chances from the free throw line tonight. One of 2 for Ray.
That's their first make of the night from the line.
Oh, boy. So that cuts the lead back to 5. So Sun Prairie's right there, but now they need to stop. Coleman 3. Well, she thought she had it, but it was an air ball, and it landed right into the hands of Karina Bursak, who is fouled and will shoot free throws.
Worked as well as a pass.
Third personal on Bailey Lutz.
Bursak's perfect from the line tonight, 4 for 4.
Bursak was the second leading scorer for Middleton last year at 8.1. This is her 3rd year on varsity. Jeff Kine says there have been times when she looks like she's the best player on the court, and then there's other times she kind of vanishes. Having a nice night tonight. As she rolls in 2 more free throws. Bursak up to 8.
And this is the biggest lead of the night for Middleton.
39-32. That's going to be a foul on Tannen. It's her second. 4th team foul on Middleton, second half. Again, Sun Prairie needs to keep things close here. It's gotten a little out of hand. And that time a shot missed by Baker. She can't get the offensive rebound. Here comes Middleton running. They kick to Tannen. Tannen, nice drop there, and a left-handed layup, no, but Tannen offensive rebound and putback. Satori Tannen is up to 15 points, and the lead is 9 for Middleton. That's a 22-point turnaround. Baker had a wide open look at three, didn't take it. Seymour is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Bursak's first personal. There's Tannen. So active on the offensive glass.
And she's an impressive player. Again, just a junior.
Seymour missed the first of 2 free throws. Evie Coleman returns to the Middleton lineup. Want to say hi to Carol Sabalka watching us tonight. Big Middleton supporter through the years. (41-32). Only 1 point for Sun Prairie so far, second half.
And it's a 26-4 run for Middleton.
Steal. Or will it be? And stolen right back. Here's Tannen. Kick it back to Coleman. Let's see if Middleton will set things up. Tannen wants it at the post but doesn't get it. And that's a travel. As Bursak took an extra step.
Turnovers have haunted Middleton all night. And with a chance to take a double-digit lead, another unforced error. Sun Prairie needs something, some type of spark.
Middleton looking for its 8th straight win, and this would be its biggest of the 8 against a team that's only a half game behind them in the standings. Middleton foul. Charlotte Dunn's first.
You would think Sun Prairie's got to get Hilbert going.
Yeah.
8 points in the first half, a couple of 3 balls.
Again, fighting fatigue, you would imagine. Now that's one stolen and saved back in. That's well done by Evie Coleman.
The athletic play there.
Line drive shot in the lane, just short, and here comes Hilbert the other way for Sun Prairie. Cardinals need a conversion. Here's Hilbert. Yep. She hits that pull-up most of the time, and she did for her 10th point, 41-34. And Sun Prairie needs a stop. Coleman, corner 3. Tannen, got it. Oh, check that. That was Karina Bursak with a big shot. And another steal on the pass to the block by Middleton.
Bursak's got 11 now tonight.
Wow. Coleman 3. Out of bounds. Off Sun Prairie. Maddie Stry back into the Sun Prairie lineup. Timeout, Sun Prairie.
John Olson's got to be as frustrated as Jeff Kine was early when nothing will fall for the Cardinals. Middleton now with its biggest lead of the night at 44-34. Sun Prairie with but 1 field goal in the first 9.5 minutes of the second half.
Sun Prairie was selected by some to be a 5th place team in this conference before the season started.
Yeah, now they're ranked 8th in the state in Division I.
Not having El Moore, the senior wing, all season is a tough pill to swallow. Sun Prairie did a heck of a job getting to 15-4 in the year. Here's Hilber. Boy, that's been about it offensively for Sun Prairie in the second half.
That has been it.
Yeah, right? 31-29 Middleton at Sun Prairie at half. And Sun Prairie again 28-15 at one point of the first half.
And Hilber is the only Sun Prairie player to score a field goal since then. She scored from distance in the final minute of the first half. You just saw her lone field goal of the second half. No one else hit a field goal for Sun Prairie.
Bailey Lutz hit a bunch of them early. She has 9 points and still is at 9. Oh, Hilber stole that inbounds pass, then tried to hit Stry on the break, but tipped away, and it'll stay with Sun Prairie with 8:20 left second half.
A lot of time, the way Sun Prairie plays defense and shut Middleton down early. You got to say they're still in this, but they got to find a way to generate some offense.
And that's going to be tough against.
And that zone has bothered them.
Oh, it has. There's Lutz. Hilber, long rebound. Fadeaway lane, no. Lutz fell to the, or rather, Hilber fell to the floor, a little slow getting up. I don't know if she twisted an ankle a little bit or something, but she's hobbling to start. Now she's getting better, and there's another turnover. The pass too high, intended for Charlotte Dunn. Nice pass. Foul. Grace Radlin fouled in the act of shooting. 2 free throws coming up.
Again, Hilber's so good at finding the open player. She spots the girl on the baseline here, and she draws the foul.
Bursack gets her second personal foul. That is 7 team fouls on Middleton in the half. And 2 free throws coming for Radlin, and she misses the first.
Radlin averaging 2.8 a game.
And makes that one for her first point tonight. Sun Prairie going with full court pressure. And a travel. Well, Bursack put on the brakes and took too many steps.
We had a lot of people behind us who were very willing to help out the fellas in stripes on this Valentine's Day.
Yep, they all went, travel, travel. Okay, well, the Sun Prairie crowd senses this is a very critical time of the game. Boy, that is a tough spot to be in with those big hands, those long arms of Tannen and Bursack. Hilber gets through, gets a shot, hits the side of the board. Follow attempt, no. Long rebound track to the corner to Baker. There's a 3 that's an air ball on the floor, and I think that's going to be tied up. It is.
Well, Stripe battles like her brother.
Yeah, right?
In there with the big, she found a way to tie up the black-clad Cardinals. Ball's going to go the other way, though.
Yep. Alternate possession will give it to Middleton. We're down to 7 minutes left.
Cardinals of Sun Prairie needed Lutz to hit that shot. She was wide open, and they won't fall for Sun Prairie here in the second half.
Right. Middleton breaks the pressure. Now Tannen kicks back for Rocky. Hilber knocked it away from behind, but fortunately for Middleton, it goes to Charlotte Dunn. Flottmeyer, wow, tough shot off glass. Quiet start, but now Flottmeyer up to 6 points.
He had 21 the first time these teams played.
46-35. Timeout, Sun Prairie. That's going to be a full timeout for John Olson's Sun Prairie Cardinals.
And again, his team's looking at the biggest deficit of the night, 11 down with 6:25 to play.
The Middleton girls basketball program has gone to the state tournament 10 times. Of course, the most memorable was 1993. That was Jeff Kine's first year As Middleton's head coach, Angie Hallbleib, was the high-scoring senior star who led the Cardinals to a second-place finish at state, finishing second to Janesville Parker and Jenna Burkholder. And another memorable trip a couple years ago, 4 years ago to be exact, they made it to the state semifinals. They lost to eventual state champion DSHA, and remember their player, Arike Ogumbowale?
Yeah, I saw her last year on ESPN.
Oh, man. She dropped 55 on Middleton at state that night.
And she dropped the game-winning shot last year to give Notre Dame the NCAA title.
Sun Prairie, meanwhile, one trip to state. That was 1997. Tanya Crum led the Cardinals that year. John Olson says we've gradually been building the last several years to the point where all of a sudden 2 Big 8 championships in a row, people realize we're not going to be a pushover anymore. And they certainly have not been the last few years. Then the crowd, now that's the Middleton crowd urging their team to play defense. It's getting late for Sun Prairie. 6 minutes left.
They haven't been able to figure out a way to beat that zone.
No.
Those long arms and those big girls.
Second personal on Kendall Rocky.
Rattling going to shoot again, and now free throws become magnified.
So it stays 46-35.
Sun Prairie's hit just 2 of 6 free throws in the second half, and there's been a dearth of field goals.
Timeout, Middleton. 30-second timeout.
Again, Sun Prairie's only scored 4 points in the second half, whereas Middleton has pulled away.
So we're down to 5:45 left. Sun Prairie 13-2 in the Big 8. Middleton 14-2 in the Big 8.
If Middleton wins the game, they win the Big 8. They'd be 15-2. Sun Prairie would be 13-3. I guess they'd clinch a share of the title.
Sun Prairie with still 2 Big 8 games left.
Yeah, and Middleton draws the foul at Saturday night.
Jump shot from Dunn misses, but a putback by Flottmeyer. Oh, the senior has had a big second half. Now the lead is 13 for Middleton. Another 3 misses front iron. Box out position by Lemerand, and Middleton comes away with that board. Here's Tannen finding Lemerand. Let's see if Middleton gets a little patient here with a big lead and the clock running. It's going to be a foul on Hilber.
That's their third, but they've got to start fouling. I mean, say there's 5 minutes left, but the trouble Sun Prairie's had scoring points here in the last 20 minutes.
Here's Flottmeyer. Another foul on Hilber. That's her 4th. Well, you can tell that Hilber's fatigued and is run down from that recent illness. And a near steal, but then Tannen able to hold off Lutz. Dunn swings it to Lemerand. Doesn't take the 3. Looks to feed the post to Flottmeyer, and Seymour knocks it out.
Smart play there by Lemerand. Looking to eat up some of the clock. No reason to take that shot. The clock is definitely Middleton's friend.
Well, Tannen tied up there by Seymour. Alternate possession to Sun Prairie.
And Seymour is an impressive player. I mean, defensively as well as she can score. Jazz only with 4 points tonight, but she played well on defense.
Well, Sun Prairie just hasn't had any great looks. Lutz, that was a pretty good look, but the shot was short. Now, here's Baker finding Lutz. Here's a shot from Ray that misses, and again, a Middleton rebound to Satori Tannen. Lemoran fouled again. That one's on Bailey Lutz, so she has 4. So Hilber and Lutz in foul trouble with 4 each for Sun Prairie.
And again, Middleton playing smart. They know they've got a big lead, under 4 minutes to go. They're in no hurry to add any more points.
Now they need some help. A 5-second count almost got to 5, but they call timeout at about 4.5. And this will be a full timeout.
Sun Prairie will open tournament play February 22nd. They'll get the winner of next Tuesday's game between Madison West and Kenosha Indian Trail. Well, Middleton will open tournament play against the winner of Beloit Memorial and Janesville Parker, who are near the bottom of the Big Eight. Talked a lot about the top of the Big Eight. Madison Memorial's had a good year. We saw them early. They lost their premier player in Lonnie Capinas, excuse me. But they're 11-4 in the Big Eight.
They've really hung in there.
They've adjusted without their star, who went down in early December. And Capinas ranked 9th among her class nationally by ESPN, and she blew out her knee. But Memorial is hung tough. I don't know if I'd want to play them in the tournament.
No, I don't think so.
The foul, it's 11-5 in the Big Eight. Again, they faced Middleton Saturday. They'd be a formidable foe in the tournament as well.
I want to thank Sun Prairie Athletic Director Eric Nee and his great staff who always take care of us so well when we make our Game of the Week trips to Sun Prairie. And thanks to all the athletic directors around southern Wisconsin who have been so cooperative in helping us in our 11th year of the Prep Mania Game of the Week. That's going to be a Sun Prairie foul on Jazz Seymour. That's her 3rd. 6th team foul on Sun Prairie. Evie Coleman returns for Middleton. She'll get Kendall Rocky. .329 left. Lutz knocked it away, but Tannen will let it roll out, and it'll be Middleton basketball. What did you say the run was? 22-4 at its peak?
It was.
Turnaround? Wow.
Well, 32-7 is where we're at right now. That isn't bad.
32-7.
As
wow.
we speak.
Yeah.
Again, Sun Prairie scored but 4 points here in the second half.
Unbelievable. So
again, this is the team that averages 59, almost 60 points a game. So again, you got to credit Middleton's zone defense.
Yeah. Alexis Baker gets her 3rd personal foul, so to the free throw line is Lemoran, and her free throw misses. And it's been that kind of second half for Sun Prairie. 2 players come together and knock it out, so Middleton will keep it. Lemoran misses the free throw, and look at this. Well, that will be on the sideline, and it'll be Sun Prairie's possession.
Well, Sun Prairie was up by 13 with 4 minutes left in the first half. They're now down by 13 with 3:12 left in the second half. So I guess they saw Middleton score quickly in came back, but it's getting late early. Sun Prairie.
It sure is. There's a 3, and it's good. Ashley Ray for a triple. Now you're going to see some pressure from Sun Prairie. Lutz will trap with Baker, but Middleton cracks it. Tannen. No, she's not going to shoot that 3. Sun Prairie gets to within 10. Now they need a stop. They may need to foul. 2:30 left. Dunn finds help from Rocky. Now here's Tannen baseline, and she's fouled by Seymour. So a third Sun Prairie player now has 4 fouls. Seymour, Lutz, and Hilber. And Tannen to the free throw line. Airballed it.
Tannen 0 of 2 from the line tonight, 15 points. 15 points leads Middleton. Bursack has 10.
And a whole bushel full of rebounds, too.
Excuse me, Bursack has 11.
Here's a 3. Just missing is Baker. And that is a rebound from Middleton. And it's Bursack. And that is the 5th personal foul on Grace Hilber. Well, a frustrating night for Hilber. It does end up.
I think it's on Lutz.
Oh, excuse me. It's
but
on Lutz.
It's the 5th on Lutz.
It's the 5th on Lutz. You are correct. So Lutz got 9 points early and stays at 9 for the evening as she fouls out. So Hilber still has 4. Seymour still has 4. Lutz now out with 5. Free throw good by Bursack. Boy, it's been Tannen and Bursack leading the way for Middleton.
Bursack's perfect in the line tonight. Made all 7 free throws.
Wow. Boy, and she's listed as a 30% free throw shooter coming in.
I think she's helped herself.
A little bit. Kick. Sun Prairie basketball. But now we're under 2 minutes. And another timeout, Sun Prairie. Well, I got to double check that with Bursack. Could that be possible?
Well, she doesn't look like a 30% free throw shooter tonight.
No, she was 13 of 44 on the season coming in. 29.5%.
Yeah, 8 of 8 tonight. So
wow.
there's hope for Ethan Happ.
I was going to, somebody's going to bring up Ethan Happ.
Yeah, well, that's just the kind of
easy.
guy I am.
It's too easy. So there is hope. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Someone just asked if Ethan Happ is here. I hope he's probably watching on channel3000.com, I would imagine.
Yeah, so Karina Bursack will be happy to help you with your free throw problem.
Can you imagine how many remedies Ethan Happ has been suggested by everyone? It's like, how do you cure the common cold? Well, how do you stop hiccups? How do you make free throws? 50-38 Middleton. Hilber hits 3. Nine-point game. Boy, that's a pretty good foul there as Ray does the two-handed grab. Second personal on Ray. And I'd identify the free throw shooter, but her ponytail's in the way. I can't see her name. That's Rocky. That's Kendall Rocky at the free throw line. It's usually an issue in girls hockey sometimes. As
often.
The ponytail gets down there. And 2 misses for Rocky. Hilber tries another 3. Back iron, no. Seymour rebounds and a foul. Well, Sun Prairie with the breath of life yet. That's going to be a Bursack foul, her third. And once Seymour comes back from retrieving the basketball, she'll shoot free throws.
Jazz has not been as successful as Bursack in the line. She's 0 of 3.
No.
And these have got to start falling for Sun Prairie if they're going to come back.
Seymour, a 64% free throw shooter. Still with the collar tonight, 0 for 4. Evie Coleman will get Kendall Rocky. One more for Seymour. That one's long. First one short, second one long. Tannen another rebound. Now the mountain is pretty steep for Sun Prairie. Tannen and another timeout, this time Middleton. We got to be running out of timeouts pretty quick here.
Yeah, I think both coaches recognize that you're not going to get bonus if you take them to the,
that's right.
the locker room. And Middleton's timeouts have come when they were tied up or on the verge of a 5-second call, so they've been a good use of it. And Coach Olson's has been trying to change the momentum again the second half that has been nightmarish for the home team.
Boy, the state tournament year starts, well, tomorrow.
I'm going to say, I'm in the state swimming meet tomorrow. Sun Prairie's got 8 qualifiers for the D1 meet on Saturday.
Someone's been doing their homework.
Yeah, Madison West, the defending champ, and they're the favorites again. But Middleton's right on their heels. They lost by half point in the sectional, so they got a shot.
Boy.
Edgewood's favored tomorrow in Division II.
Swimming this week and individual wrestling next week, then hockey the week after that, along with gymnastics, I guess, that weekend. And then,
well, you had enough snow last week to make you feel like March Madness, didn't it?
I was doing gymnastics on my driveway unintentionally.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, the tournament season starts tomorrow, and it's always a fun time of the year.
Sure is. Dunn finds some open court.
And Hilber with 4 fouls couldn't afford to foul out.
Ray gets that one. Ashley Ray, third personal foul. Not much of an issue now, those 3 personal fouls. Charlotte Dunn goes to the free throw line for 2. Double bonus, of course. And Dunn missed that first one. She had the 3-point play to end the first half.
Middleton has not shot free throws well here in the second half. 4 of 9 since the break.
Well, their numbers aren't all that great. That's something that, of course, becomes very valuable if you can accomplish it in the tournament. 3-pointer by Sun Prairie misses. Pass deflected, but then it bounced out of play, so it goes to Sun Prairie with just over a minute left. 51-41. Seymour gets inside on Dunn. Seymour follows and scores. Nice job by Jazz Seymour. 51-43. Clock running. Lemeran. Offensive foul. Lemeran can't believe it.
Stuck her arm out. And again, this is a veteran officiating crew.
Let's see. A
little bit of a push-off.
Yeah. Extended it.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to go hook and hold and go replay on everything.
3-possession game. Sun Prairie needs some hoops in a hurry.
Hilber tried to feed Seymour at the post. Couldn't get it there. There's steal there.
Stepped on the line, I believe. Referees confer. She stepped. It's a matter of it's an over and back.
Yeah.
And the Sun Prairie coach is saying the ball was tipped. And they're saying, and we can hear the explanation, that after the ball was tipped by Middleton, Sun Prairie touched the ball.
She's out. No, she's out. She's out.
You can see it again.
There you see the explanation given to John Olson.
They got it right here. It's confirmed. There you can see ball's tipped, but she maintains possession of the ball and then goes over and back. And we've got
now
got some fans behind us that I believe are being asked to leave. Well, they backed down on that request because we have but 33 seconds left.
We're going to try and just get this finished and get everybody on their way here. It's a 9-point lead for the Cardinals of Middleton. Trying to lock up perhaps a Big 8 Conference Championship. Hilber's three. Oh, boy, it was in and out.
Well, it was halfway down.
And the rebound to Middleton. And a foul. Ashley Ray gets her fourth. Well, Sun Prairie's got a gajillion fouls here. And Satori Tenen will go to the free throw line. Middleton will pull everybody else off the free throw line. And Tenen's free throw rolls in. So she's off the schneid for free throws with her first in 3 attempts tonight. And one more coming. Lead back to 10. Now the final 15 seconds. Nice pass inside for Seymour. Timeout. 30-second timeout. Did they buy extra timeouts here tonight?
I think it's a Valentine's Day special.
We got 2-for-1 deal
yeah,
on Valentine's
you got a
Day.
chocolate heart at extra timeouts. Right down the street. I'll show you on the way home.
Oh, thanks. So the Middleton Cardinal, boy, these two great teams in their series this year. Looks like the road team is going to win both games. Sun Prairie, a 48-43 win at Middleton in January, and now Middleton trying to return the favor, leading by 8 with just 6 seconds left.
Yeah, Sun Prairie puts up at 14 points here in the second half. Middleton outscores them 24-14 after the break and rallies from a 13-point first half deficit to get a share of the Big 8 title in his head-to-head battle.
Yep. Dunn will just run out the clock, and that will do it. And the Middleton Cardinals come to Sun Prairie and win 53-45.
A strange game. Again, Sun Prairie had done a good job of shutting Middleton down early. They led 28-15, but then Middleton had a run of 33-7 for the last 4 minutes of the first half until about the final 4 minutes.